So hey Mo, how you doing?
I am good, Sabrina. How are you, my
I'm
friend?
doing fine. I'm doing fine. Okay, so I'm Sabrina Mays-Diagne, Otsuka's Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Officer. And
I'm
Mo?
I'm Moe Profit, Vice President, Customer Engagement Strategy and Solutions for CNS for the CNS division.
I mean, there are so many ways that Otsuka uses its resources to help those in underrepresented communities. I can't name them all, but the ones that come to mind for me is the Intern the Otsuka Way. That's a internship, summer internship program that we have that gives the opportunity for college students, undergraduate and graduate students, to come inside the four walls of Otsuka and get exposed to our workplace and the interesting work that we're involved in. When you talk about having diverse representation, having diversity of thought, that is a fertile ground for us to bring in new talent, new perspectives, and give them an opportunity to work side by side with us as they continue their academic journey. Another area would be in Otsuka support of the Executive Leadership Council's scholarship program. We recently supported 6 scholars in their academic pursuits. And in addition, for any of them who are interested in coming to intern with Otsuka, the opportunity has been extended to them. So those are two ways that come to mind where the company utilizes its resources to help those in underrepresented communities. And then, last but not least, thinking about the company's philanthropic arm, Sozoze Foundation. Um, the foundation works tirelessly to decriminalize mental illness. So again, when you talk about those from underrepresented communities, those who have mental illness, they struggle, and in one ways that they struggle is again, we criminalize the illness instead of helping as a society, helping people to get the treatment that they need and that they deserve. So those are just a few of the ways. And Mo, I'm sure you can probably think of some others as well.
Yeah, I think the first thing that I would say about Otska is just the intentionality to have these conversations about underrepresented and underserved communities. And I know that was a large impetus for present company for you to be the head of our DE&I office. I mean, I think that speaks volumes about speaking and assisting those communities. I think the way that Otska looks at clinical trial representation. I think the way that Otska is now looking at hiring. I think the way, just all of the ways that you just mentioned, that Otska is looking at differential resources based on the communities that benefit from our products speaks volumes. And I think, again, to use that term evolution or iteration, there's a long way to go. But what I would say is that, to piggyback of what you noted, is just the intentionality of what the organization is doing to say we can help, we can do more. We're fortunate enough to be in a position of power with plentiful resources. So how do we partner with these underserved and underrepresented communities? So I think big kudos to the organization for identifying that there's an opportunity there.
And it's Mo, it's really been a part of Otsuka's DNA. I mean, when you look at who we are and what the organization has been focused on, it's been meeting unmet medical needs. And in a lot of instances, when you talk about underrepresented communities and how do we use our resources to serve them, just when it comes to different diseases, as an example, we have products well, research and development and products for rare diseases. Those are communities that are underrepresented. So it's always been a part of who we are as an organization. But like you said, the evolution, iteration, it's always an opportunity for us to grow and get better. And we definitely use our resources, have always used our resources in a way to serve and to be of help to those in underrepresented communities.
So it is absolutely important to honor Black History Month. As it's been noted many times, Black history is American history, and somehow those things become disconnected when you look at pioneers of innovation. You look at any number of different aspects of society, from the arts and sciences to athletics to entertainment. That is American history. So yes, we should honor it. And I don't think there's a wrong way, but I think the caution is when you honor Black History Month, to bring people along, because part of Black History Month is also education for the masses. Folks don't know. I'll give a real world example. Even for myself, I was watching something on TV the other day and didn't know where the term "the real McCoy" came from, and essentially it was a Black inventor who had discovered the first way to lubricate train wheels while the train was in motion. And there were many duplicates and replicas of it, and people would say, "I want the real McCoy." Those are things that you didn't know if you don't have Black history, if you don't make it a focus. So I absolutely think we should not only celebrate but educate during Black History Month. And there's no wrong way, but just make sure that everyone is part of that celebration and that education.
Absolutely. I totally agree. It's very important to honor Black History Month because without honoring it, celebrating it, recognizing it, we actually have a hole, in the American story. And um, um, Black Americans have made such a contribution to the country that again it would be amiss if we did not tell these stories, keep these stories alive, because not only do they educate, but they also inspire.
Mm.
They inspire us to move forward as a community, and to move forward as an as a country. Quite frankly, um, I mean, you mentioned the term "the real McCoy." I can think of so many contributions that Black Americans have made. And I purposefully am using the term Black Americans because I think of um, African Americans, Afro
Mhm.
Caribbeans, um, Blacks from Europe. I mean, who have come to the United States of America and have made all types of contributions to make America what it is today. And we are, when we really step back and look at the tapestry of America, it is beautiful, it's interesting, it's intriguing, and it really helps us understand, who we are and how did we get here, and really inspires us to move forward as a country. So, absolutely, Black History Month is very important to honor and to celebrate.